Welcome back. These books taking over our set are remnants of a newsroom contest between two writers at the Deseret News. Michael DeGroot and Ryan Morganegg are here to explain what the contest is and what you learned and why all this stuff is sitting here on my news set. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Well, this is just a small sample of actually our contest. What was our contest exactly?
Well, we both love books.
Yeah.
And
Bookaholics.
Bookaholics.
Easily said.
Yes.
And we found out that about each other as we're co-workers.
Yes.
And we come across a lot of books through work, and we're always kind of fighting over who gets the latest book.
Yeah, because you get a lot of free books come their way through the newspaper,
Sure,
but you know, through the rest of our lives. So we basically, I don't know how it started, but it was 6-8 months ago, we decided every day one of us would bring in a book,
yeah,
and the other one would have to bring in a book. And the first one to blink would have to buy the other one lunch.
But you were going to bring a book that you were going to get rid of.
Get rid of, because we have
we're
too many
talking
books.
about decluttering our lives, and you two just happen to be, you know, a great book like this. A Martian wouldn't say that. Who wouldn't want this book?
Who wouldn't?
And yet it's in your library.
It's an interesting title.
Just because, right?
Well, there's all kinds of reasons why people get clutter into their lives. There's emotional reasons. It could be, and books kind of cut across all of them. So this is a good example of clutter, is because it could be for sentimental reasons.
Sure.
My grandmother gave this to me. Or it could be like, this book has a lot of, well, not that one. This book has a lot of great information in it. And I need to read this someday because it could change my life.
But you know you're never going to read it.
Or it could be like, you might be collecting choose your own adventure books. I don't know who did that, but you might collect those. And so there's all these reasons cut across clutter. And so we decided to get rid of it. And this contest, well, it gave us this extra push to start doing it. And through the process, we discovered different ways to get rid of clutter they wouldn't have done without the contest, but kind of opened up to us.
For example?
Well, first off, if you have something, if you have a collection or something like that, how much space do you have? If I had a huge, gigantic library, it wouldn't matter if I had a ton of books.
Right.
But if I have, you know, what space do I want to donate to that? I mean, it's ridiculous that we have all this wonderful stuff in boxes in storage units. If you can't honor it, then why do you have it? So you have to set a certain amount of space.
Ryan, what else?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I got rid of were quote books. I've got quite a few quote books.
We all love quote books, and we use them. And I said, who would throw away a quote book? I just asked you this, and you go, well, you know what? You can go online now. You don't need the quote book.
Yep, you can look by topic online, find exactly what you want instead of, okay, now which quote book am I going to use, and how am I going to, you know, figure out which quote I want at your fingertips, just like that. Great things to get rid of.
Okay, what else?
And that's in a similar way. There's a lot of books that you have that it's better to find out the information on the internet, because all the answers are right there. It's up to date instead of old stuff. But there's other things. Once you have your set space, you could set a rule like the one in, one out rule. Yeah. So for every new book I bring in, I have to get rid of a book. But think about it. You know, I could, you know, take one of these books, and it's a mediocre book, or I could read a better book. So often you get a book because it's cheap or something else.
Or a gift.
Or a gift, or any kind of thing. But is that really the best thing? And I could take a bunch of these, sell them, and get a book I really want, for example. As a matter of fact, I took one book, I sold a book, and I bought a Kindle.
Yeah.
With the amount of money I made from a book once. So.
Well, and Ryan, this is just one example of clutter in our life, and that the two of you have been kind of looking into, and how we can declutter. We're into a new year. Spring cleaning may be a month and a half away, but it's not too early to start going, I don't need all this stuff.
Yes. On my Facebook page, this article got posted and got a lot of chatter from friends and family. I have a board game collection that's got, you know, over 400 board games. That's my next mountain to climb. And there's a lot of emotional attachment to each one of those games that I've played and had fun with family.
Right.
It's going to be a tough call trying to get rid of that stuff. Maybe I have to do another contest.
So
Checkers might have to go, but this is a money-wise segment, Micah, so you can save a boatload of money by decluttering.
Well, you can, but it's not just that. Again, it's just like Ryan was talking about his games. He can have 3 mediocre games or 4 mediocre games and sell those and get a really good one. It's a much better use of the money. He's not going to play all of those 4 games, but he might the other one. And the same thing with anything in life. Get the thing that you can honor. Put your money in. Just because you can get this, you know, for $1 at a thrift store does not mean it's a good buy. put your money where it's going to give you the most happiness. And this doesn't give happiness. And it certainly didn't give our wives happiness.
I can hardly wait to see the results of your next contest. Thank you, guys.
You bet.
Appreciate that. Michael and Ryan with us this morning. You can get more information about decluttering in Michael's article, which you can find online at deseretnews.com. Coming up, the beauty advantage, a closer look at why attractive people do better in school and at work.